That's why I switched to Mizuno irons, because it just made my game more boring.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty boring back here. Same flight, same distance. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Fresh off the plane, that's how you do it.
That's right, baby.
It's pretty cool to see for me because I'm on the Canadian tour, right? So, I mean, there are a lot of good players there, but the difference between you guys and us coming up is just that consistency. I'm not gonna say anyone can hit it like this, but to be able to hit like 8 shots in a row the same way, that's super, that impressed me, you know what I mean?
Well,
I've seen good shots, yeah.
Thank
There you go, you got it, man.
I want to take that.
Yeah.
Can I like write that down and keep in my pocket?
I mean, if you want to, I'll send you the clip.
When I like miss a cut, I can be like, well, damn.
Well,
Frederick
Freddie said it was good.
What the hell?
Shit. Okay, I'm gonna remember not to give you too much compliments.
All right, how's that new one look?
Just so much better. It just looks better. How's that adjective? Better. And it flies better too. Look at that.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah.
That's a better flight. See, no flutter at all.
Boom.
He's got a good chance of making it Sanderson Farm.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Chance. There's a better chance that I'm going to be in Japan than these aren't going to be there. I mean, come on. These things are, no doubt. I will say this. Every single year I've put the new Mizuno irons in, they've all been better for a reason.
Well, Kyle said that
Pretty
yesterday.
cool.
Kyle said every time he's built you a new set, you put them ready to play.
I have. And there's 2 reasons for that. One is they're identical for all my feels.
Yeah.
Weight, length, loft, lie, etc. Right? So there's no changing in my hand, in my swing feel. It's the head that's consistently got better and better and better. So for tour players, we get fit for something, and that's what our base is. So if we go off of, right?
Yeah.
And then you try to keep that all consistent and then add technology to that. Don't change weight, length, any of that. It's all the same, and then the technology gets a little bit better, a little bit better, and a little bit better. Then it's really easy for us to switch into it. It's not like a drastic change or anything.
I thought it was pretty cool here with you guys are fitting. It's not like you're trying 7 different shafts or 8 different club heads. You kind of know what your baseline is already, and you don't like, okay, now I want to try a Nippon shaft, now I want to try this shaft. You kind of have your setup that you like already, and then minimal change.
Which is
right?
what Kyle and I talked about when I first came to him about Mizuno irons. I said the only thing we want to change in my irons is back to the original.
Yeah.
Because if I play these irons are so soft and so, they feel so good that as many balls as I hit, sometimes they'll get a little strong just by the way I hit them, the lofts.
Yeah.
And so when I go in there and we look like we're changing something, we're changing it back to what it originally was.
Makes sense, yeah.
And that way we always know where I am. And you have, this is your baseline, how can we improve from here? And when you have the same baseline and you just add a little things like the center of gravity in this club and the way it looks, then it's the easiest change ever. You don't have to think about it.
That makes sense. Normal fitting, sometimes you try like.
I would say on the tour side, guys don't switch. They're not switching shafts.
They don't?
I mean, if you're switching shafts, it's...
No, guys, not the good ones. The best players in the world do not switch shafts.
So it's super interesting because if a normal amateur goes into a fitting, you
Well,
look for everything.
Yeah,
Right.
Amateur fitting is going to be the opposite of a tour fitting.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
However,
For a lot of reasons, but
however, it's, our game doesn't fluctuate as much. Like an amateur game, if the guy goes and gets fits for an irons and he plays better and his handicap, he gets, 4, 5, 6 shots better and he's gained 4 or 5 miles an hour of either club head speed or ball speed, he might need to change shafts again, right? Because his swing's different. Our swings, we try to make them as repeatable as possible. So if you want eliminate as many variables as possible. So us changing equipment is all that is adding variables.
That's a brilliant point.
When you change the center of gravity, and that's the only, that just to more center, that's an easy change. That's not a change. It's just an addition, if that makes sense.
I would